Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Bison will have the first possession in this one as their offense comes out to go to work. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles. David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams had taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Complete on third down. Could not make his way to the corner. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
The Red Bulls offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Let's take a look at our impact players. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Pulls and fires complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Horton. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Red Bulls will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Spins away from the defense. Third and 6 yards to go. Quarterback making checks. Smith wants to throw. He's got him. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman and he knows he has to keep the football and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
3rd and 4. The option look. Pulls it again on the option. Makes one man miss. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Keeps it on first down. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Sends it back in motion. Goes to the option. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Oh, what a move. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Here comes the option. Got room to work. Could be an alley. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the back. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Off play action. Going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Off play action on first down. He uncorks one deep. Snags it inside the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on first down. In the red area, it's Horton. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The play action fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He'll try it again. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Finding some room. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
They'll send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Horton. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Owens. Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. The Red Wolves will punt it away on 4th down. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Makes a move. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback keeper. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Look, look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the one, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And the Red Wolves moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Owens. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. Under fire. Complete downfield. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it, make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Using his legs, it's Horton. Jukes his way for more. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Red Wolves pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Horton. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires on the move. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. The Red Wolves line up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the returner will be knocked down. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Smith dropping to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Now on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. That's caught by Williams. He slips and slides his way out to the 14. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got to with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Williams. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how the defense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. And as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time, and that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things, and that first half needs some more big plays here to get this W.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Owens. Lets it fly. Brings it in down the left side. Touchdown, Red Bulls! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. On the option. The option, he'll keep it. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Now on the option. Keeps it himself. Oh, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll try to really get into this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Red Wolves with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's Horton. There's a crease. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Red Wolves are in the hurry-up. On the run, it's Horton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the red zone, it's Horton. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this up.
Snags it and he's open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it up to 49. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll run play action. Quickly complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put something together.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are, and look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down, let's go fast.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Might be changing the route. Smith wants to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team. And now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
He'll run it again. Hard-hitting tackle.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Going deep. Goes high to pull it in. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Smith dropping to pass. Right on the money. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. They want to get this defense on its heels. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice looking for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Firing toward the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. Could not make his way to the corner. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. Punt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Smith wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll go to the counter play. Only able to pick up a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Pulls it in. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going